Here in your nice community. Believe it or not, really appreciate the help that we've gotten from Bartlesville Police Department here recently. And your police station here is top notch. So you guys have figured that out. You have a really nice station. Your police department is really a high caliber of people. So you're really lucky here in this community. I'm going to give you a glimpse into a couple of homicides, a small glimpse, and you're going to see the value and the importance of the technology that exists. And I'm not going to get it. I did take the liberty to, I know you told me not to, but I did add a little bit just to kind of remind people here as to the technology that everybody in this room has had moments in your life where you're like, boy, I don't know about that. That technology scares me a little bit. But in reality, it's the technology that people have grown to become accustomed to, called the CSI effect, when you guys are like, well, where's that DNA? Well, DNA used to scare you, believe it or not, when it first came out. I can promise you it scared everybody in the world. All technology scares people when it first comes out. That's our homicide unit right there. Really good-looking bunch, all right? All right. So I wanted to give you some statistical data just with respect to Tulsa, since we're neighbors and we're really close to one another. And that since 2016, we've had 590 homicides in the city of Tulsa. 590. We've solved 561 of those, so we have 29 cases that are actually open, which is extraordinary. That's a 95+% success rate, clearance rate with respect to homicides. And thank you for the thumbs up. I see that. I notice it. That's one of the best in the. I don't know of another agency that has that many with that kind of a clearance rate. So if you watch us on TV a lot, you know why. It's because teamwork makes the dream work, and also because of this camera system that they speak of, and that's the examples that I'm going to give you. Last year, we solved every one of the 50. It was wrong in the media. The media was my boss was incorrect. That's not the first time we've solved 100% of our cases since 1979. Actually, in 2016, we had a record year of homicides in the city of Tulsa, more than we have ever had, which was 82, and we solved every one of those. He was wrong. So he wasn't with us then. He was there. All right. I was there, trust me. I'm aged because of it. Since 1963, we've roughly had, we've had more than 2781. We've actually had 2,800 plus homicides in the city of Tulsa since 1963. And out of those, we've solved 87%, which also is extraordinary when you consider the national average is roughly 50%, okay? So real quick, I want to just kind of, the evolution of DNA, just to give you an idea, this is back when it started. And we remember the O.J. Simpson case, because that's the first time that we really got a peek at what that's all about. And I work in this business, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not an expert at DNA. That's for the scientists. But I wanted to remind you about those times. And DNA has actually advanced to the point now, to the level where, from 9/11 actually, where we're able to identify these victims. And we've gotten to the point that if we find somebody's DNA at a scene, which once again, doesn't mean that they committed the crime, it just means that their DNA was there for a reason. And because of that, if we can find that, we can actually get a picture of what that person looks like. That's how far advanced that we've gotten in the world. This is the advances that are happening. We should embrace that, these advances that happen. And then, of course, forensic genealogy. And because of that, we've been able to solve cases like the Golden State Killer, and most recently, the Idaho Killer and the Long Island serial killer. And that's all of that is from that. We can look at your pictures on a bank robbery, and we can tell who you are based on that. We run it through, and it tells us the social media databases that you have. This isn't secret stuff. This stuff's been out there for a long time. Don't F with Cats. That's on Netflix. That's how they knew who that guy was. There he is there. Most recently, this is the guy that was killed in New York City, the guy that worked for the insurance company. How do you think they caught that guy? They caught that guy from facial recognition. How did they catch him? Because of surveillance cameras. It's what's going on. They're everywhere. This program that they're talking about here, I think what makes people nervous is because the cops are purchasing, or the cities are purchasing these. We're not the only ones purchasing them. Communities or neighborhood watch programs and neighborhoods are purchasing these cameras also. That's how they were able to track this guy down. All right, so let's talk flock. There's 42 states throughout this country that are actually utilizing this technology. This is what I found. I may be wrong, flock, and I'm sorry, but that's what I found on the internet. Probably close to 5,000 communities, and over 700,000 crimes each year is solved by this camera system. It's amazing. It's the best thing that's happened in my career, and I've been a cop for 26 years. I can't believe how good this system is. This is a go-to for us. So as far as this is just a community, and this is in South Bend, Indiana, just to kind of show you the numbers there, where it helped. This is just an old picture.